Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back. I know I have not been active on here, like I really haven't, and I'm not gonna get into it, but just know I miss you guys, I miss filming, and that is it. I'm very excited to make this video because today is July 17th, 2020, and it officially makes 10 years of me journaling. Here, it's all my buggies. 10 years, but there have been other notebooks and stuff that I use for different things. So these are not all the notebooks that I own. These are like the hardcore journals, like, you know, my heart and soul. My very first journal is right here. Right there. So crazy. So I had to make this video. I'm like, I have to do this because journaling has meant so much to me, and take it from someone who's done it for 10 years that there are benefits to it, and I wanted to share that with you. I think I came up with eight reasons why you should start journaling. So if you're curious, keep on watching. Journaling has been the biggest form of therapy throughout these 10 years. When I tell you the amount of heart and soul and emotion that's gone into my journaling, like, it has. I can tell you that the first initial time I did pen to paper, and I specifically bought this when I was in the store getting it, I had watched Freedom Writers the night before. I remember it inspiring me to just start writing, and as soon as I did, I had such a relief. Now, let me just say this. I know that not everyone's a writer, not everyone enjoys writing and they've tried it. I've heard that a million times. But just like any other habit or routine, there are beneficial things that come along with it. Like, I've suffered with anxiety, I've suffered with depression. So many of my beginning journals have been just like negative. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like I would just pour my heart out and then like complain and express myself, and I remember having such a relief that was out of me, you know? There's so many different types of forms of therapy, and you know you feel better when you start talking about your emotions, or you share it with a friend, or you go to a therapist. Like, all these things help you. So once you just allow yourself to let go and let it out, it is so therapeutic. You learn things more easily, and you start to have a better memory. So this one I did look up, I researched, because so many researchers have done this, and neuroscientists have even said, I wrote down the quote from one of them, that said, when we write, a unique neural circuit is automatically activated. It has a mental simulation which helps us to remember more and have a better memory and learn easier. I don't know specifically for me like how it's helped me, but a lot of people do say to me that like, oh, I have a great memory. I have like more of like, my short-term memory isn't as good, but my long-term memory is good. But I feel like maybe if you start to write things down, it will help you to recall things in your past or in your childhood, or just from that moment going forward, you can start to remember more. I thought that was pretty cool. This is one of the like most crucial ones for me. Spiritually, as a Christian woman, I have benefited so much from doing this, like with my relationship with God. I have over the years had separate journal. Oh my gosh, let me let this plane pass. Over the years, like I said, I have had separate journals or just like notebooks that I've done separate things for, like my walk with God, but a lot of it has been in all these journals. This notebook is I've summoned you by name, you are mine, Isaiah 43:1. What I've been doing this, I have been putting down affirmations, daily affirmations for myself. And this has been so helpful to me. Any kind of scriptures that have stood out to me or spoke to me, that I have written down to look back on, honestly, so helpful to me, because it's like, wow, I forgot about that, or like that was so crucial in that moment for me. It really changed things. It, you know, shifted my mind. And me even just having a conversation with God or a prayer that I wrote down. One one thing for me, which has been so big in my life, is like the prayer requests. I'll write out prayer requests, and sometimes I'll have very specific things, like a list of people's names and things, or just things that I really want to be specific about. And you see, like, over time, like, wow, if you look back, look at what happened, like, look at those answered prayers. And I didn't even realize it because it was so gradual and so, like, such a length of time, or maybe even a short amount of time. But that is so important for your relationship with God, I feel. And I have a page where it's like all my prayer requests, and then the next page is all the answered prayers and the dates. So you literally see the work of God and the miracles he's done. So many miracles in my life, so many miracles. And I actually have to do a separate video on that because God did put that on my heart a few months ago. Spiritually, it's really beneficial to you. So think about it. Every special moment in your life or significant time, like goal you've reached or just happy moment you've had, you are able to go back and look at that. Because not everyone has a YouTube channel, and not everyone has a ton of videos of their life or pictures. Like, we do these things for a reason because it captures memories. But when you write it down, you can actually like go back to that. And I think that in itself is a big enough reason to just start doing that. So every painful or challenging experience that you've faced, like I was saying, like a lot of the things I wrote about, I was depressed, or I was struggling with, or I questioned God about, or I just was in my head about my insecurities, whatever it may be. And like, yeah, you may say like, I don't want to remember the painful things in my life, but there's something very healing about that, to write it down, to get it out. And not only that, you look back on it and you say like, that I overcame that. You should be writing the dates if you're journaling, like at the top. Like, that is number one thing you need to do. Kind of, it all flows together, like what I just said. If you're looking at the dates, like just this moment right now, it's 10 years later today. To me, it just marks something like in history of your history. Yeah, my life, my history of my entire life, 10 years. I have that. I have it. Like, do you not think that that's so cool? I feel like for me, journaling, when you actually put yourself to doing that, making it a daily habit or whatever, weekly habit, you set time apart from life's distraction. Whether it's people, whether it's TV, whether it's your phone, it's you and your book, you and your pen, you and your thoughts, or you and your time with God. You literally are focused on that. And that in itself is a beautiful, beautiful thing and a benefit to your soul and your mind. The simple fact that it takes you away from distraction is great. It helps you to focus. So we all need that in our lives, don't we? Lastly, 8. I don't know what to name this. I feel like savoring this right here, something you're holding, like you can smell the pages. I'm someone who really cherishes things that are tangible when it comes to photographs, when it comes to books, memories, keepsakes, something like Blockbuster, like literally, like anything that is tangible means a lot to me because it's part of my childhood and my upbringing, like VHSs and actual toys and not things that are all stimulating. I think a lot of people can relate to that, but I think that, you know, babies and kids growing up really can't appreciate it the way we can because they didn't grow up with it the same way. So I feel like implementing another item in your life that is savoring. Tell me if you agree with me or not, because I just feel like if you implement this in your life and your children see you, you know, throughout your life reading actual books or writing in books, or even something like script. Like my mom still teaches my niece and nephews, or had taught them script, because they're not doing it in schools anymore. And there's something about that, like, it's so weird to me. So I feel like you know, writing letters. Writing letters, yeah, little notes, stuff like that is so meaningful. And if your children see you doing it, it'll be something that's normal in the house, and it saves that tangible past. So for me, that's a huge reason. I don't know if it's important to you, but I think it's just another way of having keepsakes. I thought these were good enough reasons. These are the reasons why I journaled, and I'm so glad I did. Like, the things that I look back on is some of it's so hilarious, some of it's really sad, and then some of it's like, wow, look at all that has happened in that amount of time. Comment below if you want to start, or if you love journaling, anything that can help, you know, like motivate someone else to do it, because I think it's really good for you. And if you have any questions, comment below. Make sure you're subscribed. Please, if you like this video, a thumbs up, because it really helps my algorithm and just shows support. And also comment, because that also helps, and I love to hear from you guys. I miss you. Yeah, I'll see you in my next video. Ciao. Wow, excuse me, we're adding a 9 threes in, and I don't know how. My baby's here. She was so good. You're still in your PJs, right? The 9 threes in is because it helps you become, like, it gets your creative juices flowing. It is, oh my god, there's like so many benefits. Literally, it not only creative juices, but like, it gets you motivated. To me writing down things like goals and plans that I have, whatever it may be, easy baby, it starts to get you to think about the future and think about what you need to start doing. And it really, I mean, for me, it just inspires me. It gets your creative juices flowing, because it forces you to dive in that way, to dive deep in that way. And once you get it out, it kind of just pours out. Yeah, that's a big one. So I had to throw it in there. I was just thinking about it. But now we're done. All right, bye.